Just seems to me that since she is in an interracial marriage, she should have known that to support a racist is problematic. Her children are biracial, and her family is one of the families that in the 70s could not have lived in any of Donald Trump's buildings. So it just seems to me that maybe she's just not that politically savvy, or maybe she's just not read in.
Granted,
but it's
all we know is that
Sunny Hostin believes she knows what's better for Brittany Mahomes' children than Brittany herself. And it's not even about anything substantive. It's all about woke politics. Seriously, what control over their morals and lives does Sunny think Donald Trump has? Brittany only liked a post. This wasn't some public endorsement, just a quick tap on Instagram, but The View treats it like it's the end of the world. You see how insane this is? The View and Sunny Hostin are pushing their ridiculous woke agenda, and it's getting out of control.
Words for Brittany Mahomes, who's married to the other Mahomes guy who plays for the Chiefs. And he's apparently a very good football player. And she had the temerity to like a Trump post online, something about Trump or a Trump post. And she's been taking shit for it ever since. She wound up posting this defensive tweet saying, God, people are like, you got to settle down. Like, go be a better person and don't jump all over people for just random stuff. And here's Sunny Hostin weighing in on it yesterday, Saw 30.
It just seems to me that since she is in an interracial marriage, she should have known that to support a racist is problematic. Her children are biracial, and her family is one of the families that in the 70s could not have lived in any of Donald Trump's buildings. So it just seems to me that maybe she's just not that politically savvy, or maybe she's just not read in.
Granted,
but it's
all we know is that
problematic. That's their favorite. That's their favorite term to use when they don't actually know what it is and it's full of shit. Yep. You know, it's problematic. Well,
of course they have to insult her, right? Like, she's not read in. She's too dumb to know she's supporting this racist. But I, Sunny Hostin, am here to tell her.
It's the problem with the left. Nobody's allowed to have a differing opinion.
That's the thing.
It's like everything has to be monolithic. No, here are the talking points. This is what you have to sign on to and salute. And if you don't, you're out. Yep. I mean, it is. I don't know how anybody watches that show. I mean, I don't know if it was Steve or you, Megyn, who was watching The View that picked that up, and you were like, oh,
you always have the best View content. Like you do the hard work for the rest of America. Yeah.
They are the ones who make this show so great. They find all sorts of fun nuggets. But it's just it's like, why don't you expand that further? Let's talk about Trump doubling his support, at least according to the latest poll.
Sunny Hostin wouldn't care about publicly shaming Brittany Mahomes if she wasn't a rising cultural figure. With over 2 million Instagram followers, Brittany has a real influence, and Sunny knows it. The View isn't concerned about Brittany's values. They're pushing cancel culture. They want to control who gets to support Donald Trump. And they're using Brittany Mahomes as an example to scare people into silence. It's insane how this woke mob goes after anyone who dares to have a different opinion. This is what The View does. It's all about control.
With black men, are they also uninformed and not read in? Because if I said that, you'd be calling me a racist. But I guess you're, by implication, you can say it about a white woman, but you're also saying it about black voters who are ready to pull the lever for Trump. They're just too dumb to realize they're voting for a racist who hates them. Listen to Sunny Hostin. She knows better.
Yeah, and then also, like, just brass tacks here. Donald Trump presided over an economy that had the lowest African-American unemployment rate in history. You know, maybe that is motivating black voters to support Donald Trump in larger margins than they did in 2020. But I mean, like, that's just an informed opinion of your own personal situation. And according to Sunny Hostin, that doesn't matter. And I also think it's sort of remarkable, and The View is great at this. They love attacking women, just a real woman supporting women show. But like, why can't she just have her own views? Why is it about her kids or what her husband does and all of these sort of other things? Right. Why
Yeah.
can't she just believe what she believes? You would think most independent women, and I assume The View is a show for that sort of thing, would support that sort of thing.
And from what I understand, it's not like she was out on the campaign trail. It's just that she liked a post on social media. So they've got their researchers going through the posts of people to see what they like and don't like.
Of course.
Get
It
out
made
of here.
news. It made news
That's
because
the
you're
thing
not
is-
allowed to like anything Trump does. Go ahead, Smug.
Right.
That's the thing is they have to make, they're like an in-group and an out-group. And if you do anything against the rules, you have to be put in the out-group as an example to others. That's how you keep these insane people on the same side, how you can end up with Queers for Palestine. None of the left makes sense to be working together right now. All they're put together by is this DEI framework of Trump is the next Hitler. And if any way you disagree with us, well, you're out in the cold. You're done for.
Yeah, I mean, they create this basically culture of silence, right? Where like people don't express their views, right? Because they're scared.
Sunny Hostin wants to lecture everyone on The View about who they should or shouldn't support, but she conveniently forgets about her own family's past. Remember when Sunny found out live on air that her ancestors were slave owners? She acted completely shocked, but most people don't even know about that. Typical woke hypocrisy, right? She's out here playing moral authority, pushing this woke narrative while hiding from her own skeletons. Sunny Hostin on The View is the perfect example of woke hypocrisy in action.
They're going to be part of the out group. And I got to tell you, Megyn, that's why Donald Trump always outperforms his polls.
Yeah.
You know how much my family and I love our dogs?
And here's the thing. It's not about what's really problematic. It's about control. The woke mob loves to throw that word around whenever they don't agree with something. It's all about labeling people, especially when they support Donald Trump. Once they call you problematic, they can cancel you. This is part of their cancel culture strategy, and it's all over The View. People like Sunny Hostin weaponize words like problematic to keep people in line with their leftist ideology. Once you buy into it, you're trapped. Exactly. Brittany Mahomes didn't even say anything publicly. She just liked a post. But now Sunny Hostin and The View are dragging her family into it. That's woke cancel culture at its finest. It's insane. The View is a predominantly female-oriented show, but they're always quick to attack other women if they don't align with the leftist narrative. This attack on Brittany is exactly what we've come to expect from them. They'll go after anyone who doesn't fit into their woke agenda, especially if they support Trump. Megyn Kelly is absolutely right. Donald Trump always outperforms in the polls because people are afraid to say they support him. And that's exactly what Sunny Hostin and The View want. They want people living in fear of cancel culture. It's how they control the narrative. But here's the thing. People are getting tired of it. They're waking up to how ridiculous and dangerous this woke culture has become. It's about time we start calling out The View and people like Sunny Hostin for what they are. Hypocrites pushing a dangerous narrative. So what do you think? Is this just another example of woke cancel culture trying to control the narrative? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this.